There is a great mystery around them, and Indians fear them. They say they can predict the future, walk on water, and do evil prophecies. They are ardent worshippers of Shiva, the destroyer, or his female manifestation, Kali, the goddess of death. The Aghoris are usually dressed in black clothes, with long black dreadlock hair, and their bodies covered in ash. They are drunk and drugged half the time, and look like they can barely stand, yet their eyes seem calm and sober. An Aghori's home is the Hindu cremation grounds, so wherever he travels, he always has a place to live, amongst the dead. Aghoris also live in remote places far from the public, in the cold caves of the Himalayas, in the jungles of Bengal where tigers reign, or in the bare, empty, hot deserts where no living creature survives. Aghoris commonly practice the shunning of clothes. They often move around with nothing but a loincloth, and at times in the nude. This act is meant to allow the Aghori to overcome the feeling of shame, and is also aimed at the renunciation of the material world and attachment to material objects. Also, the Aghori smear themselves with ash from human cremated remains. The use of human ashes is meant as an imitation of Shiva and is believed to protect the Aghori from diseases. In addition to human ashes, the Aghoris also use other human remains, most notably the human skull. The skull, or kapala, is the real sign of an Aghori, and once initiated, a new Aghori will go in search of a human skull. The skull is then used as a bowl for him to drink and eat from. They also share this bowl with animals such as dogs and cows, as nothing is filthy to an Aghori. The reason why Aghoris perform acts that are barbaric and simply outrageous to the outside world is actually pretty simple. Their way of life is to find purity even in filth. They believe that if an Aghori manages to remain focused on God, even during sex with a corpse, or while eating a human brain, then he is on the right way. The Aghoris believe that distinctions are merely delusions and are obstacles in the path of one's spiritual development. Thus, they see no difference between good and evil, nor do they see a difference between human and animal flesh. The consumption of the flesh of corpses, therefore, is an affirmation of the Aghori's belief system. Apart from human flesh, the Aghoris are also known to drink urine and eat feces. These practices supposedly help them to kill their ego and derail the human perception of beauty. In spite of Varanasi being a densely populated city, cannibalism is openly practiced by the Aghoris without any public upheaval, as they do not kill humans for their needs, but only consume corpses from the cremation grounds. Corpses are eaten raw, and at times they are roasted over an open flame. After eating a certain quantity of flesh, they start meditating, sitting atop a corpse, which is continued all night. The healing powers of Aghori Sadhus are said to come from their expertise in black magic. What they say about these practices is that they never use their powers for harmful deeds. Instead, they absorb the diseases that plague the victims who visit them and eliminate these diseases by burning them using black magic. Certain Aghoris who intensely practice black magic say that the more they please Lord Shiva and Goddess Kali, the more they gain powers. The practices of the Aghori are indeed highly unorthodox and extreme, and would almost certainly be rejected by the majority of Hindus. Though the Aghoris perceive their actions as a faster means to achieve moksha, the necessary rituals to achieve their goal are far too radical for most people. But as always, what do you believe? Do you think that the Aghoris are scary, crazy, out of their mind people? Or are they actually people who have achieved a higher state of mind than us regular people? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And thanks for watching.